Show me some love. Let me know you guys are here. We have been troubleshooting all day long, but we're good. We are good. So I'm going to try to load a couple things up to make this easier for you guys as you're logging in. Love to hear how your day was. All right. So how am I going to do this? All right. I got to find the live. And thank you to everybody who was here earlier helping me troubleshoot. So I think we got it fixed. All right, so here we are. I should be able to share a link with you guys. Ay, ay, ay. They're trying to sell me bras. What are they trying to tell me? Why not set up a goal? We can do that. I don't know. We'll do 2 hours. You guys have been real helpful. Today I had to spend... $260 on your goal is live. Nice. There we go. 0 out of 10. I know we just started. All right. So here, let's see if this works. Hopefully it's a hot link. And oh no, I don't know. There we go. Cool. So Cam, how's it going? Good to have you here. Please hit that like button. Show me some love. And we are just now notifying everybody. I know the lighting's not that good. I still got to do my setup. I literally have been working nonstop. So hello, how's your day going? Good to have you here. And it is still bitter cold. But talking about coldness, we are going to talk about the narcissist, their coldness, what it does to our brain, and how to break free from trauma bonds. So I am still updating my link in bio, but if you guys see that hot link, that blue up top, we will be giving away some freebies and ongoing workshop to help break this trauma bond. So comment freebie if you are looking forward to ways to break free, because the trauma bond actually alters your brain. So Cam, I'm going to ask you, I got to make sure, I hope I'm still not having problems with, let's see, filter top messages. We're going to do all, so hopefully that works. Cam, if you can say hello again, I'm troubleshooting. But either way, we're going to keep talking, and I have that hot link. Feel free to sign up. And TT and FB, I put it on my, just like a post. So if you want the freebies are on a post that is live. And I don't know if this is working. Cam, go ahead and comment for me. Let me know. There we go. User, no, I haven't. So I'll tell you what, user, I got to let you go, because I think that's an inappropriate question. All right, and hello, Jeremy. You were here earlier helping me troubleshoot, right? Oh, Emily. So we have a Jeremy and Emily. How are you, Emily? If you guys see that link up top, I'll be adding that in. So look, it seems like it's working again. Oh my gosh, I had to clear a bunch of cache, and I think everything's working. I hope everything's working. So you're doing good. Are you having cold weather? So we're going to do this live chat a little bit different than we've been doing in the past. It's going to be a little bit more focused, and I'm doing good. I am doing good. I'm excited. Friday at, 9 o'clock this Friday, we are having our first official masterclass. So yes, Cam, awesome. So if you guys have dealt with a narcissist type narc, so I know that, 1 in 3 people have been in a toxic relationship. And Sophia is joining us. So is Platinum Player. Oh, got a little Home Alone going on. So we're going to focus on how the trauma bond gets us stuck. And like I said, we're going to have some freebies at the end. And I'm super excited to tell you guys about what I have been working on. And I have a whole team that's been behind me. And we are going to break this trauma bond. Because for me, it can take, it took like almost 30 years in reality. 20 years were real rough, and like still 10 years of it being difficult. And I've dedicated my life to researching why these trauma bonds happen, how we get stuck, why we ruminate like crazy. Emily says, that's nice. Do you know how to get jewelry in YouTube? Did you see, I just posted something where I think this one shows money, but you can get jewelry and a candle. So I just posted that today, so you're going to have to look at my shorts. But yeah. And are you saying for starting your own channel? But great to be here. Amy, welcome to the chat. So we're talking tonight, it's a little different than normal, where we're going to be a little bit more focused on the trauma bond. And no, it does not have to be a spouse. It can be anybody. There are times, like I said, 1 in 3 people have dealt with toxic relationships. And by understanding, it can be your neighbor, it can be your child, it can be your parent, it can be your sister, it can be somebody at work. And a lot of times we don't necessarily realize it till after. And a lot of us are kicking ourselves, like, why? All right, Parker, this is your warning. I don't want to kick you out. You know, you got to donate. You can't just type it. But if you guys donate, you get your name on the leaderboard. So, I don't know, Parker, you do it again, I got to kick you out. Just saying. But there are times that we go through either feeling shame or we're already isolated because the narcissist kind of kicks people out of our lives. I look like, oh my gosh, so everybody's back. Do I have to just do top? All right, Parker, thank you. Yeah, you're welcome here as long as you behave. And boy, how are you? Thank you so much for the compliment. And Jeff is here. So I'm doing good today. And that's the thing, you know, a lot of times we start thinking, like, is this ever going to get better? Because, yeah, my hair's wet. I took a shower. Like I said, I've been working all day. So instead of me cooking tonight, we're going to watch my hair dry. And I am from Michigan and Indiana. Feel free to comment. Where are you guys from? It's always nice to see you. Yes, and Bill, it's good to see you back again. So if you guys have any questions or any feelings as far as breaking the trauma bond, I definitely have a ton of comments. Thank you. Amy's from New York. Awesome. I love hearing you. We got somebody all the way from the land down under. I was supposed to go to the land down under and I ended up pregnant, but I was glad I had Niagara Falls. Oh, I love it. Fantastic. Australia. Oh my gosh. So nice meeting you too. So just so you guys know, I got 3 platforms open, but feel free to ask any questions. I'm wondering why I feel like I'm going crazy. And you're not alone in this, Amy. You know, with the gaslighting, that's also known as the crazy making. And in all reality, it takes time for that to develop. At first, you know, you're standing your ground. You're like, no, this is what I saw, or this is what I believe. And over time, when we keep hearing it over and over and over again that we're wrong, we start to question ourselves, or the narcissist will bring in those flying monkeys to kind of verify or back up their story. And so we're like, okay, well, maybe I remembered it wrong, because there are times that we do remember things wrong, or it's even just a different perception. But so I was in England this summer, but nope, this is America. And so hot boy, nope, not on WhatsApp, but I will post a way to contact me so we can set you up with our live masterclass, ways to have group sessions. And you guys, let's focus tonight. He's nice now and then. And that's the thing, you know, is that's where we have that cognitive dissonance, and we start making excuses too. Well, they weren't that bad, or maybe, yeah, I instigated it. But there's times that we go through a lot of abuse and we're actually making excuses for our abuser. And you talk about the Stockholm syndrome, where it's almost like they love their abuser because they are so reliant on them, either for social interaction because they're kidnapped and locked away, or for food, or even just for some physical touch, even if it's not the type that you want. Bill says I'm from 84 Pennsylvania, PA. Oh my goodness. So Parker, 6, 7. So I'll tell you what, we'll have like 6, 7 different sessions for you guys. And that's what I'm excited about. There's a lot of different things that go into narcissistic abuse. So we're going to cover in different master classes. We're going to cover the trauma bond, even just the new supply, why we want the Hoover or reverse Hoover. We are trying to get back into a toxic relationship. And so, nope. Actually, alcohol is, not necessarily good for you. And a lot of people will drink alcohol to mask their symptoms of what's going on. So let me double check. It seems like everything's working. Cam or Amy, if you can comment so I know that this is working. But you're having an issue where your neighbor is very noisy and can't sleep. So I've also been to law school, and there's certain case law that the one that I remember is about like a church bell, and they were really upset about this church bell, or even like mowing the lawn. So if it is during standard awake hours, you really have no recourse. So if it's like at 3 o'clock and they're making a little bit of noise, depending on how loud, if it's just like the kids playing outside, but if they're blaring music, you might be able to get a noise disturbance. But if it's, what time is it that you go to bed? Because if it's after like 10 o'clock, you might have a case for that. So that is case dependent. And what kind of music are they? Is it, when you say they're noisy, are they just talking? So there will be some quiet hours, but that, have you talked to them? Sometimes we need to talk to the people first. Say it, where we're not accusing them, and just say, hey, it looks like you're having a nice time, and let them know. But some people will get louder, So if you can tell me a little bit more about your situation. I have where my uncle drank a bunch of alcohol, then attacked me while I was fasting. Yeah, and that's the thing, I noticed you mentioned while you were fasting. Was he upset that you were fasting? And I got it. Thank you, Cam. You go to bed at 8 p.m. and they blast loud rap music at 9 p.m. They threatened me when I asked politely. Okay, so you definitely might want to call your local police department, non-emergency, and ask them if they have quiet hours and kind of like what decibels are acceptable, because there are noise ordinances, just like if you're driving with a loud muffler. Talk to your local police department, and if they're getting angry with you, it's probably not advisable for you to continue talking to them. Ask the police what you can do in your area, because this is like worldwide, so I don't know exactly, but do they settle down? Yeah, you definitely don't want to be in a threatening position. And that's the thing, like when you're trying to leave a narcissist, a lot of times that is the most dangerous time. So it's really important to plan an exit strategy that is safe. So yeah, definitely call them, because there are, like I said, that case law with standard noises that it's kind of like to accommodate one person and put everybody else out. And that's kind of at that cusp, 8 to 10 o'clock, depending on your city and all that. But, oh my goodness, coats. Oh, you gotta love it. And you get a timeout. Talk nice to your grandma. What does a safe exit strategy look like? Excellent question. I know a lot of us have gone through like some financial abuse. We might not have the money to just leave. So that's why it's really important to stay in contact with friends, family, and maybe ask, can I just stay at your place for a little bit? There's also women's shelters. I believe there's stuff for guys too. It's probably not as available, but like homeless shelters you can check into, because guys go through this too, And I've noticed a shift. There are more females that are starting to be narcissists. They used to be more borderline, but now we're kind of neck and neck. You guys wanted equality? Well, here we go. But Your house is paid off. I'm talking to the real estate agent tomorrow. So just be careful, narcissists during custody battles or any type of court. Definitely have things documented. Take pictures. What does the house look like now? You know, what items are in the house? And thank you for the love. You guys are awesome. Are there any sovereign citizen shelters? It depends on your area. I don't know about that. You know, you can contact some churches, you can contact City Hall, things like that. Even like the YMCA, YWCA, Salvation Army, you can ask them where you can go. I'm a guy and I need therapy too. So this is the thing. We have this program that I am super excited to officially launch on Friday, but let me reshare that link again, because therapy, for one thing, is extremely expensive, and there are times, you know, I will refer you to a therapist, but I have studied. There's a link right there for you to sign up, and what we have going on is an app plus one-on-ones plus group coaching. A way to contact me 24 hours a day, and we can set up like emergency meetings if you need to talk to somebody one-on-one, and you say, I'm a man and my ex-girlfriend got arrested for domestic violence in 2020 for punching me. She recently started trying to call me 6 years later, and I asked her to stop contacting me. So you can be proactive, you can block her. Also be careful that sometimes when you take away access, that they might start showing up at your house. So, you know, if she's threatening or if you feel unsafe, it is okay to get a PPO, personal protection order. I think they call it something a little bit different in different areas of the world. Can't remember offhand. I did a video on that because you have to protect yourself, and she's probably going to keep, you know, sometimes, you know, if you don't respond, depends on the person, sometimes it'll fizzle out. But sign up here. This is a way to come into our full-fledged masterclass on Friday. We have some freebies to give away, and also, you know, for the price of like a McDonald's coffee, not even Starbucks, you get access to live coaching and group sessions and support that is trained in my knowledge to have you able to access me 24/7, because there's also an accountability app. You know, a lot of people, we get all gung-ho, we're going to do this, I'm going to heal. So life coaches focus on the outcome. It's goal-oriented. Trauma, like therapists, they focus on talking. And thank you so much. Jasper, you get your name on the board. So thank you. We got Jasper on the board. There we go. Let's get it. There we go. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. And you get a nice little heart. The more you guys donate and interact, the better it is. Do I do AI coaching too? So this is what's exciting about this, is we have spent time, I have a whole PR team and marketing team and IT, where they were able to take, I have over 3,000 videos, and also the different master level classes that I've taken, also the undergrad, I'm certified in psychology, and all my knowledge base has been uploaded into AI. You can hear my voice, and unfortunately I tried to get a protective order. The judge laughed, claiming that she is a woman and she isn't a threat. Definitely document things, and it is harder for guys. It is harder for guys. But I would, you know, if you warn her one time, make sure that you have that screenshot. Warn her one time. You only have to tell her one time. You do have to tell her once. And that's your recourse, where if she contacts you again, say, do not contact me. And if she does, then you can move forward with that. And especially if she says that, and if you take it back to court, you might get a different judge. So if it's been since 2020, I would bring it back. You know, don't give up. So that's awesome. Do you make a lot of money? Well, this is what is exciting. So, guys, I teach online, and my passion is to bring awareness to narcissistic abuse survivors. So, it's only like $47. The first 100 people, it's $47 a month. $47. And you get 24/7 access. You have AI coaching, you have accountability, you have, um, interactive workbooks, and it's such, I have never seen a program this thorough for $47 a month. Get it before it goes up. We're planning on bringing it to $97, but the first 100 people. So I'll share that link one more time. But as far as making a lot of money, I'm pretty blessed. I ended up getting a house where it's very, very reasonable. I have a lake house, but I got it for the price, like, you'd be surprised. So I'm not here to make a lot of money. I'm here to change people's lives. So right there, I just shared where you can sign up for the workshop. I'm going to be giving group workshops where we can learn coping strategies and how to deal with our situations. So we're going to go through on the different red flags. And what's nice is when you sign up for this, you can have personalized, like right now, I can give you some advice, but we have to remember each individual person is different. Maybe your person isn't necessarily a narcissist. Maybe they're ADHD. Maybe they're going through grief. I'm really good. Like if you were to send me certain messages, I can decode it for what they're really trying to say. So it'll be personalized. And even in the group sessions, and then with the accountability app and you filling out the workbooks, it messages me, so I am aware of your situation before we have our one-on-one. So we're not wasting time. What was this about? And tell me the story again. I already have it, so you're not wasting time. So Amy, I encourage you, sign up for the workshop, and like I said, there's going to be freebies once you sign up for the workshop, and that is less than one session with a counselor. A counselor is $150. You get 3 months for the price of 1 hour session. 3 months. And 6, 7, there. You happy, Parker? But I'm going to have to let you go. Come back when you're 18. So, I would encourage you guys to try it for a month. You can cancel it anytime. Because therapy depends on who your counselor is. If they're just going to go back, a lot of counselors are not trained in narcissistic abuse. They're going to tell you things, just toughen up, just do this, just do that, or they're going to what's the word right now, validate you. Okay, so the thing is we do need some validation, but there's also times that maybe we did something wrong, so it's bringing you into you being a whole person, dealing with your struggles, because right now, common anxiety, common depression, if you are a little bit anxious or a little bit depressed, because there's things that we might be doing to other people in our lives. We might schedule to go have coffee with our best friend, and then we're too depressed to do it. And hurt people. So let's try to get back to getting rid of the depression, getting rid of anxiety, because the narcissist kind of squashes us. That's how I got my name, asoulsurvivor. Our soul was crushed, and to enlighten ourselves again, so we're not having those narc fleas where we're lying to people, like I'm too embarrassed that I'm too tired, or I'm too embarrassed that I don't want to take a shower. So we will deal with the things that the narcissist did to us. We're also going to deal with the things that we're struggling with. But you have experienced a relationship with a narcissist in the past. It's so hard to leave, and I'm really trying. I'm so excited that you're offering live workshops. Yeah, we're going to have live workshops if you are not available at that time. We are going to have recorded sessions, so you're never going to miss out on anything. You can also refer back to it. But yeah, I've had 2 narcissistic relationships where, I sold everything for one of them twice, and 3 weeks before my wedding, he wanted to back out, didn't want me to leave. And then, a lot of times you don't see everything until later and in hindsight. So the rumination and keep trying. And Amy, I hope you take me up on this offer, because it's free to join the masterclass. It's going to be Friday. We're going to go deep into it. But I've had 2 relationships where they hide things from you. They lie, they cheat. I mean, this is your physical health too, whether it's, sexually transmitted diseases, or sometimes they'll poke holes in condoms. You'll have an unwanted pregnancy, or the girl will trap you, because girls can be narcissists too. But we have to rewire our brain, and it takes so much effort when you try to do it alone. There are tips and tricks to make it easy, and the accountability app will really help, because sometimes we just don't want to do anything. We just want to, I get it. We either are afraid we're going to cry. I stopped listening to music. I didn't want to have love songs coming on. So, there's ways to get back to being yourself, but part of that is building new relationships, understanding what it's like to be with a healthy person. And Amy, if you can comment one more time, I just want to make sure that this is holding conversation. If not, I will probably refresh. So bear with me, guys. We'll go top messages and comment one more time, go back to all. So thank you guys for those likes. And we got Kevin and 160 and user and our Bill. What's the R? Robert Bill, what's your name? And look at that, Moy. Am I saying that, Mui? Mui Moy? And got one new message coming in. Hi, Zane. I don't know. And look at that love. Amy says, I'm excited to hear about this. You give me hope. There is hope. And I'll tell you what. As soon as you get, it's like an uphill battle, okay? And I promise you, it can be tiring, exhausting, but once you get to that crest, it is like such a relief. And Shirley, thank you for liking and subscribing. I encourage you to come to the workshop too. I'll share it one more time. But if you guys can sign up, even just to support me, we're all in this together. And there's only me here. Oh, I don't know. I'm on 3 platforms. But hit that like button. If you guys see that, share. If you guys know somebody who is struggling. And Frank is joining. How's it going, Frank? Oh, Sarah. Sarah, you're so quiet. Sarah, we got our big masterclass coming. And I'm going to share. Oh, I don't know. I got in trouble with Facebook. Let's see if I can share. I don't know. Never mind. Frank is joining. How's it going, Frank? Oh, Sarah. I don't know. On my Facebook, though, I ended up putting it in just a post. So, Sarah, you better sign up for my masterclass. But Shirley, have you been dealing with narcissists or toxic relationships? Sarah's here. There we go. Sarah is also, this is why I want you to join. Sarah is also a master of social work, master level social work, and I love her input. And I hope one day you do what I'm doing, because we do have this new program where it has the accountability app. It has, one-on-one group sessions, workbooks, and $47 a month, guys. And first 100 people, and it's going to fill up, and you get grandfathered in for, like Amy was saying, one therapy session. Comment how much a therapy session is in your area. Because not everybody has insurance, for one thing. And like I said, we are goal outcome oriented. So we can spend years talking about your past, how you didn't get your ice cream flavor that you wanted. Dano says, gotcha. Hope you have a great life. Thank you. It's going to be a great life. I hope so for you too, Dano. But we are talking about, surviving narcissistic abuse and watching out for red flags. Luna is here. And Cyrus Miller. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm going to put you in timeout so you can go clean up. DJ's in the house. Thank you for liking the live. So I haven't updated my link in bio yet for TT, but I will be doing that after the live chat. And there you guys can sign up for our masterclass. But yes, minimum 75. 75 is cheap too, but yeah, $47 for a month, and you get all that. And it's going to have a whole digital library where you can go back and research that. Like I said, you guys know I take topic requests. I got to plug in my battery. Good thing I'm prepared. There we go. Let me plug in my battery. There we go. All right. Thor is here. Hello. Luna. Nice thumbs up. So, Luna, I want you to sign. I know you'll sign up. You'll be my bestie. Here is the link for Friday's class, and if you guys sign up, you get the freebies. You're welcome to join, but I want you guys to have the freebies. And if you guys are comfortable sharing, let me know if you've been going to therapy. How long have you been going? Is it working? I have a different way of handling things. A lot of times therapists, they just validate. Okay, you're right. And you might be right, but they're not giving you the tips and tricks on how to overcome this trauma. You have to rewire your brain. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck in that rumination, stuck in cognitive dissonance, or stuck in anger. Anger is a stage of grief. And Alex and Zane is here. Feel free to hit that like button. So Sarah, let me know how you've been doing. Sarah, I've known her for a long time. Where did I put it? I had the picture of you. But if you guys have any questions, what was the hardest part? Are you hoping for a Hoover? And Thor is here. Let me double check to make sure that the chat is working. It still is acting like it's not doing right. So we'll get some top messages. Yeah, I don't know. We got people popping in. So let's see if that's working a little bit better. I was on with support, and I guess several places have had problems with that. But Marcus and Zane are joining in. And Keith, how are you? Keith, I want you to sign up too. Keith says, good evening. As each breath amplifies your mind's abilities to trigger your deepest peace and comfort more with every healing breath. Yes and yes. So Keith is a part of our school community, and it looks like it's working. Awesome. The official hello, and feel free to hit that like button. The more you guys like and comment, the more people will be in here. This also is a little bit earlier than I normally go on. You guys know me. I'll tell you I'll be on at 9 and it's 11:30. But I'm doing good. Andrew, how's it going for you? We are talking about the master class and some freebies that we're going to be giving away. So Cam, I'd like you to sign up too. And if you guys, want to break that trauma bond, please comment break free. Bill says, the narcissist that I have for a sister, she tries to start soft. I'm just ignoring her. I found the best thing is not to engage with her at all. And it's not for her peace, it's for my own peace. I know sometimes, depends on how severe, psychopath, sociopath, or malignant narcissist, dark triad, all that kind of stuff, that, sometimes not engaging, but you're doing great. I love hearing that. Yeah, sometimes we just do our own thing and that works, but sometimes we have a child with the person and we have to interact a little bit more. So there are definitely ways. I notice when you're dealing with a dismissive or a narcissist, you can communicate sometimes, but don't go down those rabbit holes. Stick to your ground. And it was really odd. I was struggling for months. We're talking like 4 to 6 months. And, you get the silent treatment, you get ghosted, and trying to communicate, walking on eggshells. And finally, I'm just like, clear, concise answers. And it was weird. Like, this is a question. I need a clear and concise answer, and for whatever reason. So narcissists also don't like you over-explaining, and you got to be direct with them, and don't argue. You know, you can say that's fine, but this is what I'm asking. That's fine, but this is what I'm asking. Once you answer this, we can move on. And sometimes it's futile, but sometimes, you know, it'll work. Keith says, may you just automatically and naturally adapt, improvise, and overcome to naturally avoid harmful intentions more with every healing breath. So a lot of us have improvised, though, for years, and we are trying everything. So with a narcissist, it doesn't just come naturally, you know, because they're two different beings. And the more that we try, the more that we improvise, we get to a point where it's not working. And to improvise, we can keep trying, or you guys can sign up, only $47 a month. And like I said, you can say, hey, this is my situation, what do I do? You can have me at your hand. You don't have to wait for me to log into my computer and do a live chat. You have access to me, and you're like, he's saying this, how do I respond? Amy says, will you have workshops during the evening hours? Excellent question. Or just in the daytime? So because we are worldwide, I will have evening sessions, and then also sessions during the day. So you can either log in on your lunch hour, you can join us in the evening, and also they will be recorded. And there will be times, if I have it where it's inconvenient for you guys, I don't mind adjusting to accommodate you guys. But Keith says, improvise for you, not their piece. Yeah. And I get what you're saying, but we can increase our piece where we're not spinning our wheels. Where, hey, how's it going, Ben? You got Ben joining in. Hit that like button for me. But you're right, Keith. We're changing things for ourselves, but it's much easier when you got the tools with you. Darcy, hello. Also with a bully and toxic people, I guess it's best not to not go around them or talk to them. Yes, and there are times, though. This is the thing. There are times we're kind of stuck, whether it's at work, at school, and I'm sharing the link to the workshop again. Also, you'll get freebies if you sign up for it. Yeah, you know, I'm sorry you're going through that. It sounds like you're with several people. There are times we have to go around them, you know, but we can de-escalate instead of escalate the situation. We can limit contact. And I'm sorry you're going through that, but I encourage you to sign up. Because we don't just go through breaking the trauma bond. It's how to build boundaries, how to spot red flags, how to strengthen ourselves. So it's kind of like one step at a time. We'll start with breaking trauma bonds, because you said, I noticed that, it was what, Darcy? That you said also with a bully. So you are still in that situation. And there's no shame in that. A lot of us are still in that situation. Hello, Lil J. How do I donate some money to help out your channel? Joe, you are awesome. I appreciate that. So at the bottom, you should see a little $sign. And that's awesome, Joe. Thank you for that. Or you can sign up and do $47 a month. That would be cool too. So on my page, you'll see a join if you would like to become a member. There's a join button to get like videos ahead of time. There's also a $sign that you can click to donate. Gotcha. Is this who I think it is? 100. Is that gotcha? Are you tricking me? So guys, you're watching my hair dry in real time. But that would be awesome, because I did just spend $260 on some software for you guys, or memory for you guys. But yeah, thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. And look at that love. Keith says cold reading when meeting people beforehand would be nice. Amen to that. You followed me. Thank you, Lil J. Yes, the more followers, we are on a mission, and we are gonna have a better, is it gotcha? Gotcha. So you are welcome for the advice. Sign up for the master class. It's free to do, and it'll give you some more insight, but you don't deserve the way they're treating you, and you are still in that situation. So I want to help you either handle it better, so you're safer, or how to leave, you know. But you are definitely welcome. I agree, ignore them, not one word. And yeah, yep. Sometimes depends on the person that might instigate them. They might react more. So definitely know your person. I don't want you guys getting in a toxic situation, even worse. Lil J, I'm from Michigan and Indiana. How about you? Comment where you guys are from. Comment break free if you're sick of the BS. That ain't gonna happen. Oh, you call me a pinhead? Aw, Joe. See, this is an example of narcissism. What's not gonna happen, pinhead? Is it just the one program or more than one? It's ongoing. I will constantly be adding. So every masterclass I do, you will have access to that. And we have Lil J from Gambia. I love that. And then, like I said, we're going to have 5 core, and then all the different things, narcissism, breaking the toxic relationships, how to have good relationships, how to deepen, when to stay, when to walk away. It'll be full circle, and constantly adding new things. So once you join, like I said, it's $47 a month. You can cancel it anytime. Give it 1 month. That's 1/3 the cost of, that's like, what would that be? That's like a 20-minute therapy session for the same price as 20 minutes with the therapist. They will act friendly again, but it's not genuine. They reel you in again. Yeah, because this is the thing that I want you guys to know. So even if it is good, they don't stay good. They reel you back in. You're right. And that's at Hoover. It takes 7 times a lot on average to finally break free to where I'm sick of it, you know. And, you know, I had a cousin that was murdered because of a situation like this. 27 years old. I had a friend who, she had an 8-month-old baby and her husband killed her. She went out for a baby shower and didn't come home soon enough. So when I say that I am passionate about keeping you guys safe, realizing that it's, you know, if you're like, whatever, I can deal. And a friend of mine, she's been in this toxic relationship. She's on disability, and she is with the most narcissistic, probably sociopathic person that I've known. And he started choking her out. She called the cops, and she's on limited income, and she took him back. And she did, because she's like, I need him to help pay the rent. Sometimes she's like, I love him, and other times she's like, I can't stand it. He's horrible. He tried choking her out, and she tried dropping the charges. So these relationships can be life or death. And for $47 a month to break these bonds, because I don't want you ending up in a situation like this. You'll be more peaceful till you figure it out. Just go silent. Yeah. And like I said, you know, there are different, it's like a spectrum. And Lil J, can I still call you Mom? You remind me of one. Yes, you can. Nice tea, thank you. And BS what, Andre? BS to what? And is it just one program? So it's one cost, Amy. Excellent question. It's one cost, and you have access to whatever it is I do. I take topic requests, so I can custom it to you, but I've been through, 2 relationships, 30 years of going through the rumination, Hoover, all that kind of stuff. And then I'm certified, all my education, so I know full circle what it takes. Gotcha. Good live. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the live. And like I said, the link on FB is in a post. So just go to Cynthia Shiller, look at my page, and you'll see it. So yeah, it is more peaceful, less stressful. And Andre, I'd like to know what you're talking about. You are welcome, Lil J. So, gray man, what? What? You're talking to me? But they will act friendly again, but it's not genuine. And that's the thing, they do treat people like objects, you know, as long as they're getting what they want, you know, and they know how to play it. You know, I've been telling you guys that their physiological response makes it really hard. We have to start realizing the patterns, you know. How many times has a narcissist lied to you? You know, and is it something that can be detrimental to you? You know, if they pass gas and they're embarrassed and you're like, did you just pass gas? And they're like, no, you know, maybe give them a pass. But, you know, if you're like, did you cheat on me? Did you pay the electric bill? So you are welcome, Lola J. To where they don't care about the outcome of your life. You just want me to say, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. It's okay, you send in love. But, to Andre, oh, not me, okay. I kind of figured that's what you meant. But thank you guys for those likes, I appreciate that. These trolls, I know. And Lindsay, I'm not going to be a boy, I'm not going to be your girl, I'm going to be a coconut. Okay, well, I guess if that's what you want. Alright, so here I'm going to share it one more time. I encourage you to sign up for the masterclass. Like I said, it's free. And if you guys comment Romani or what social media person that you've been getting your narcissism from, there's a lot of good people out there. But according to Dr. Romani, it's really interesting if you've watched her, to where it starts out where she's like 20% of the world, at least US, is narcissistic, you know, like they could be diagnosed. A lot of times narcissists aren't diagnosed because they haven't gone to therapy. So I'll tell you what, I'll take questions for another, we'll do 10 more minutes and then I'm going to log off. It's a meme. It's supposed to be funny. Oh, I haven't seen it. I'm sorry, Lindsay, I haven't seen it. Hey, Lil Matthew's back. Mike Jam! Do I think some people throw the term narcissistic too freely? So you said narcissistic. So it could be legit, you know. I don't want to go out to lunch with you. I don't. So I'm going to be narcissistic. But as, you know, where I just care about what I want that day. But as far as my person is a narcissist, somebody with NPD, narcissistic personality disorder, yeah, that is said too freely. Because there is a difference. We are all narcissistic. I know a woman will say it if she's not catered to. Yeah, so but you said narcissistic. That's a little loophole. Do I break dance? I'll do some tap time. I go to tap and ballet, and I used to do tap time. Your dog is white and black, and Jack Russell. Lil J says, I'll try to, Lil J. I'll have to do that afterwards. So just so you guys know, I got 3 platforms open, and I encourage you guys to sign up because these relationships can be a matter of life and death. And even just staying stuck in that cycle, you are missing out on the relationships that you should have. And it doesn't even have to necessarily be a romantic relationship. I missed out on time with friends, you know. That was a spell check. You meant, oh, so yeah, no, NPD is thrown around way too much. But I was talking about Romani, where she's like one of the lead people on narcissism. And she said 20 and then 25, and she has brought it up to 30%. So that's like 1 in 3 people. So I do see that we are becoming a more narcissistic society. And your phone is at 15%. Should you charge it? Yes. Yes. Um, and Zayden, can you please say my name? You love my videos. Thank you, Zayden. Um, and Gray Man, most don't want to be alone. I agree. And I have some special visitors in here. You're welcome to stay on. I'm going to go ahead and stay on. But you guys are free to go if you would like. But I'm gonna stay on for a while. We're having a good chat. Most don't want to be alone. So there are different ways that a narcissist will uh, have supply, because they're like, can a narcissist be alone? And it depends on what their supply is. So let's say they want to be, you know, I don't know, top dog ice skating princess, whatever. They will practice alone and alone and alone because their supply is winning the trophy, okay? Or, you know, they want to be top dog at work. Um, and I see Molly popping in. What do you want, Molly? Molly's trying to say something to me. And this is the thing. See how she can contact me right now by you guys signing up. You have access to me. $47 a month. So, Lil J, sleep well. Have a good night. Um, so yeah, it's amazing how they go one person to another. And yeah, they're staying not because they love you. They are staying because either they feel that's the best that they can do, whether it's a true love connection. And Molly, I was just going to check. How's it going? I saw your message. I was going to try to pop in. So, Molly, if you follow me on YT, I'm giving a sign up for our masterclass, and you get freebies. So if you can check on YT, and I'll also add that in school. Also, if you do the link in bio for school, Soul Survivor, you can have access to sign up for the freebies. But Gray Man, you're right. They'll just stay, and it's not necessarily a true love connection. They'll stay for money. They'll stay for you to cook. So Molly, are you sure you didn't break it? Did you have it checked out? If it's in so much pain, Molly was playing basketball and kind of tweaked her ankle. Sometimes torn ligaments can be painful for entertainment purposes only. And can you touch my aura? Yes. Tomato bagel, with or without mayonnaise. With or without mayonnaise. So if you want an aura like mine, I'll tell you what, sign up for my masterclass. Just do it. Make me happy. You tweaked it. Did you go to the doctor? I don't know. Are you using crutches? I know. I had a friend, she twisted her ankle and ended up breaking it. So I've had several broken bones. I even fell off my crutches and broke my arm. So I was in a wheelchair in 8th grade. But feel free to, if you guys could do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button so I know that you're in here. That'll help me. So, Mr. Nice Guy. I don't know. Why would you ask if you are a narcissist? Tell me about you and I'll let you know. No, because it is better than hurts. Okay. Have you been icing it for entertainment purposes only? Maybe. So do you think that you're a narcissist? And, you know, they say that, you know, if you are wondering and asking that question, chances are you're not a narcissist. Usually that's true, but there are times that the narcissist will go through that mortification and try to realize, you know, maybe I do need to do something different. But a lot of times it's, I need to do something different so I get more supply. It's not so I have better empathy. So, and maybe not. I don't know, Mr. Nice Guy. What's causing you to ask that question? But tomato bagel, I encourage you to sign up, get some freebies. I'm going to ice it after my shower. Make sure you put your leg up too, because that'll, they say 90% of pain is from swelling. So try to keep it elevated. I'm going to be in here, but I'm going to hop in the shower real quick. Okay, sounds good. And I got to do a little puzzle. So like I said, my group is welcome to stay if they would like. If not, I completely understand. But we're still watching my hair dry. You guys got real quiet on me. So we got Molly with a sore ankle, and it says slow connection. So this is what I'm going to do. We're going to go ahead and finish on FB and see if that kind of boosts. I elevate my ankle every night. That's good. That's good. I don't think a high ego would say, am I a narcissist? Ooh, good point. I was going to talk about ego. What was it? It was on my mind earlier about you got to break that ego. You know, it is an ego-centered issue. And it's kind of like you need to be humble, you know. And this is the thing, like Mr. Nice Guy. Oh, this message is held for, let me see, my wife says I am, and that's all I think about is doing the dirty. I'll go ahead and show that, that's fine. Well, this is the thing. How did you handle that when she said that? How did you handle that when she said that? I don't know. So she's trying to tell you something. So sometimes it's our responses, because you know there might be times you're like, I love it, I love it, I love it, and you kind of get hyper fixated on that. But you know, did you yell at her? Did you tell her, well, yeah, you're my wife or my girlfriend, you're supposed to do that? How did you handle it? Did you say, I know you're probably tired? Did you try to ask her what she feels would be a good amount of time? Or ego will be your hard downfall soon. So maybe, I don't know if your comments are, you know, Kendra, I'm on early tonight. Yes, I'm so glad you popped in. Kendra, I'm hoping you will join in on this. I have a master class going. So let me send the link again. There we go. This is for my master class. We have a bunch of freebies, and I have this whole new program. It's free to join the master class. I really hope you'll sign up for it. Addison, hello. But are you saying crude comments? Is everything sexualized? Maybe she wants to be treated a little bit more like a lady, and not having all that kind of talk around her. Maybe she wants it a little bit more refined. So tell me a little bit more about your situation, because a lot of guys, they think about it a lot. Girls do too. You know, but we all have different thoughts about how we handle those thoughts. I've seen 2 of this series. Awesome. So they are still available. And Kendra, I think you'd be great to sign up for this. I had this new thing. And I got to put y'all just in a timeout. You get a timeout. They slow down and look back. Sometimes they do. So Kendra, this is what I got going on. I have a new masterclass that's free to join. You'll get some freebies. Just by signing up. But I have a new program where it's like $47 a month. You get 24 access to texting me, voice AI with my knowledge base. I have 3,000 videos. I also have uploaded all the different educational materials that I have studied. It's in my own voice, so you'll be able to ask questions. I have group sessions, one-on-ones. It's $47 a month to break the trauma bond. You'll have a whole library of everything that I upload and ongoing master classes, topic after topic, even special requests. $47 a month. And most therapists will charge $150 for 1 hour. $47 a month is like spending for a therapist 20 minutes, but you get a whole month. So I'm trying to keep the cost low for you guys, and the first 100 people get grandfathered. You can cancel at any time, but I do hope you join at least the master class. The more you guys support me, even that helps too. But I'd like to know a little bit more about that situation on how you handle it. I'm in. I get paid next week. Awesome. I love it. At $47 a month. You can't beat it. And like I said, you get 24-hour access to being able. I'm so happy for that. Thank you, Kendra. Yep, next week. And that works out perfect. So sign up for the master class and we'll get you all the information. And you've been such a good support. You touched my heart too. Because I've dedicated my life to show you guys that you don't have to go through it alone. I know I went through years of trying to break that trauma bond, and it's hard. It's hard, and I don't want you guys to struggle anymore. So $47 a month. It has an accountability app too. That way, you know, if you feel like you're slipping, you know, wanting to contact them or don't know what to do or in a slump, there's different ways to break through it. And a lot of us have been searching, comment searching, if you've been feeling like empty or like something's missing or what do I do? Kendra says, you've helped me so much. It's an honor to support you. I appreciate that so much. I really do appreciate the kind words. Gray Man says, people who are narcissists, they had trauma, they don't want to face it alone, and they inflict the pain on others. Exactly. You know, somebody else who has gone through a loss or grief, or, you know, maybe we did something wrong. Maybe we're like, F you, just what, and we're like, whoa, I should not have said that. We at least reflect on it and apologize. And the narcissist will be like, yeah, if you weren't such an a-hole, I want to shout it at you. And you're like, what did I do wrong? And it's not like a sincere apology where, you know, even if somebody goes off on you, you're like, okay, you know, thank you for apologizing. But their apologies are empty, so we still feel empty. Or we try to say, well, this is why it hurt me. And they'll be like, I'm not responsible for your emotions. Like, no matter what you say. And I went for a hike today. Oh, that's good. Hey, hello. We got more people popping in. And there we go. Kendra says I might buy it for my mom. I would love that. I would love that. Her sister has been an insane hold on her. I hope you do. I hope you do. And she can use that link to sign up as well if she would like to come to the master class. And one of the most logical women I know, and my aunt jerks her around like a puppy on an abusive person's leash. I think it'd be good for her. You know, a lot of times we go through decades, and you know, she probably doesn't want to upset her sister, or she feels like you know, the family will look at her different. So I'd like to customize it to your mom to help her, because there's times, you know, when we're searching for things, it's like 90% what we need, but it's not customized to our situation. It can actually make things worse. So what is going on here? I got some curl. So I want to customize it for your mom and whatever you're going through, whatever you guys are comfortable sharing with me. And the more you guys share with me, it's all confidential. Like, I won't even talk about what's going between you and your mom. Everything is confidential. And that's just so you can open up. So if you say my mom's driving me crazy, I won't tell her. You know. And that's one thing too is sometimes it helps avoid, by having a life coach, it avoids weighing down your friends. Sometimes we go to our friends and either our friends are just gonna appease us or validate us. They're not going to give us the real solutions, or they're going to dismiss us. And Kendra says that's exactly it. My aunt and their mom conditioned her from childhood. It's actually sick. And I hope you sign her up. I can help her. I can definitely help her. And it is sick. It's damaging your mom. And it's going to take a little bit of time to rewire her brain. And so Alexander, that doesn't even make sense, but okay. Doesn't even make sense. So I know you can, yeah. And sometimes just having somebody to talk to, you know. For one thing, that helps build self-esteem for somebody to finally understand what's going on, because it sounds like the rest of the family isn't supportive of her, or maybe she feels like the black sheep, and after so many years have gone by that it feels helpless to her, you know. But I'm going to show her how to handle things a little bit differently. And I don't want your mom being used. I don't want your mom being talked down to. So she's lucky to have you, Kendra, because I can see you really care about your mom. And there's too many people who have suffered for years. I don't know exactly how old your mom is, but she's probably somewhere around my age, give or take 10 years or so. We grew up in a different time. And abuse was, especially if she's older than me, I'm 55. But we grew up in a different time. And women took a lot of abuse, you know. Sometime in the 70s, we were finally allowed to get credit cards. We weren't allowed, I was born in 1970, but women, you know, for one thing, couldn't vote. Women couldn't get our own credit cards. Women, you know, couldn't work. My mom had to quit her job because she was pregnant. You're not supposed to be pregnant and teaching, you know, and that was in the 60s and 70s, well, 69 and 70, you know, so women were reliant. So you're my age, okay? So it was even stricter when your mom was growing up. So that's a bigger reason, you know. Be the good girl. Don't talk back and just take it. And especially, is the sister older? I'm guessing the sister's older. And you're my age. We're besties then. We get to be besties, Kendra. They treated my mom like that by her siblings. And that's what's so sad, though. You know, family should not be toxic, but a lot of times it is. And it happened to me. I hope you join and think about it, because it's the most complete app. It's only $47 a month. And to finally break free, to learn how to set the boundaries, you know, when to stay, when to go, when something can be worked through. And your aunt, oh, the youngest. Okay, so the baby. That's the other thing. It's either the oldest or the youngest. And I'm good. I'm good now. Love giving the silent treatment. And for me, what's for me? For you? For you? For me? The winner. How was your chicken dinner? Winner, chicken dinner. All right, I tried. But I'm glad you're good now, you know. And the thing is, some of these relationships can be saved, others can't. I have the winner. Oh my goodness. Gotta go. You guys know better. You get time out now. But this is the thing, even just learning how to help others, you know, so they're not going through it. Do you see them at all, Gray Man? Yeah, there's a time where like I give up, you know, but some of us still, you know, we don't want to miss out on family gatherings, or there can be ways to change the situation so it can be better. And how, Kendra, can I ask how the rest of the family treats your mom? Are they hard on her too? Kind of following along what the sister does? Sassy says, I will be right back. I need to switch to my phone. Okay. Sassy Molly just took her message, help for view. And boy, does she have manipulation down to an art. Yep. Baby by 10 years. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Baby. Yeah. And don't make eye contact with me anymore. It might be a blessing. Yeah. Do they still try to talk to you? It would be nice if we could save as many relationships as possible, but if they're really bad. I know my brother growing up, he went like 2 years without talking to me. And finally, I kept asking him, why won't you, like he would not talk to me. And then 2 years went by. Finally, he's like, because you're smart and you act silly. I'm like, 2 years? Because that hurt me. But if you've had the conversations, sometimes we do have to have conversations and we can work through it. But there's times, there are some extremely toxic people out there and it's not safe to interact. So I definitely get that. And like Kendra says, it might be a blessing. Kendra says, my granny was hard on her, used her and guilt tripped her, my mom, a lot. Her older sister stuck up for the baby of the family for a while, but kept her own boundaries. The oldest has since seen some light. Yeah. Yeah, over time. And it's sad. Sometimes it takes decades for them to go, oh, maybe she wasn't the problem, or maybe she is going through something that I could have been more empathetic for. Grayman says they ask a question but don't answer anymore. Yeah. Doesn't that drive you crazy? 2 times they did it. No more. Yeah. Yeah, there's a time and you're like, I'm breaking it off. Nope. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and log off. I got a couple things I need to do. But Kendra, thank you. Definitely make sure I'm in. Yes, I love hearing that. So here we go. Your support is helpful to me, but this is focusing on you guys where you will have the best program. It took my oldest aunt literally half a century to figure it out, and that's true. Like I said, in all honesty, it took me 30 years to break that trauma bond, because I got back in it with a new situation. Nope. I am Dutch, European, but yeah, I know, because a lot of it's so sneaky and it's probably covert narcissism where it's hidden. And a lot of times too, if you're not the target or they make it a joke and everybody's laughing, or they, always love to you. God bless. Amen. And God bless to you too, guys. Am I Irish? My daughter is. I am not. I do have rust in my hair, so I got like some red in my hair. Do I look Irish? I don't know. I'm Dutch. Dutch and a little bit of Lithuanian. So, all right, guys. One more time, I will share that link, free masterclass with freebies. Let's break that trauma bond together. Every week I will have 2 master classes, so you can join in the evening or in the morning. And full library of things, accountability app, voice AI app, where you can literally ask any question. It is uploaded with my knowledge base, and you'll get answers that I would give you, which is amazing. And for more one-on-ones, we're going to have group specialized, where it's not just anybody popping in. It's going to be custom to you. And lots of Dutch on the west side of the state. Yes, we have Holland, Michigan, and the Tulip Festival in May. And oh, Ada, you're lucky that's hidden. That's actually kind of funny, but I gotta put you in timeout. Yes, a lot of Dutch settled. We settled, I guess, in Chicago area, but there are a lot of Dutch. So if you ever make it out to Holland, I will meet you out there. We can have some, I don't know, we'll have some Dutch food, some kletskopen and bami and nasi goreng, some Dutch food. So I do encourage you guys, please sign up for that. And yeah, we should do a meet and greet out in Holland, Michigan. And they have it where you can actually join in and clog. I got my klompen. You want to see my klompen? They're right here. Check it out. Told you I was Dutch. So we can do some Dutch, some little Dutch dances together. Kendra says, I need help with discernment. I see people for what they are very early on, but I seem to think I owe them a chance to screw me over. Okay, we will definitely go over that. Discernment is a big thing. And I think a lot of that's because you have a kind heart. So I get it. We will definitely go through that. I struggled with that too in the beginning because I was a little bit sheltered growing up, and it's almost like you can't believe that people can be that evil, you know, or you give them the benefit of the doubt. But in hindsight, looking at, you know, we talk about body language, speech pattern, so we get deep into it. I need help. Yes. Does that wooden shoe fit? Yes, it does. Yes, and it's very uncomfortable. Yep. I don't know. You got to stuff your foot in there. It like hurts. I had a lady fall on my foot right here, crushed it. So this foot is just a little bit higher. And you got to put it in. Let's see if I can put it in. Depends. I'm kind of bloated today. Let's see. All right. Will it go in? Yeah. There we go. Ah. There. Here's my Dutch shoe. These are slippery. You like my Dutch shoe? There we go. So yes, it fits. You hit the nail on the head of the whys for me. Yeah. So I look forward to, we're going to be going live with that. It will be ready. Like you said, you don't get paid till next week. So you like those? How many times have you seen some klompen? So you seem so nice. Have a great day. Thank you so much. Aw, I appreciate it. And Sarah, that was nice to say. So hit that like button, follow, and I'm going to go ahead and log off. I got some stuff I need to get done, but we will go live again, I think tomorrow, as long as I don't have to make a trip out of state, and definitely Friday. Definitely, please sign up. I'll leave it one more time as I log off. Click this link and sign up for our masterclass where you get some freebies, and I'll see you soon. Alexander, the Netherlands were very wet and leather shoes didn't last long, so they used wood. Very true. Very true. I was there. Yeah, I'm leaving. It's been a super busy day. I got to update some stuff. What time tomorrow? We'll try 9 o'clock. I'm going to try to do 9 o'clock. I don't want to miss it. Oh, Kendra, I will be on tomorrow. I'll aim for 9 o'clock. Sound good? And lots of love. Thank you for liking the live. Hit that button. I'll be updating the links in the bios so you guys can have access to that. That's my landing page. You'll see what it's all about, and I look forward to seeing you. All right. Lots of love. Thanks, guys. Can't log off. There we go. Oops. All right. Have a good night. I don't want you to miss it either. All right. See you soon.